Hello YouTube, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Constance, and on this channel we focus on all things fragrance. And in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some of my recent pickups for the spring. A lot of these fragrances that I picked up during end of March and in April. I'm going to go from fragrances that are the oldest to the newest, just because the older fragrances I have more time to get to know and can give you more information on. Now some of these I haven't really worn yet because of how recently I picked them up. Up first is Nishane's 100 Silent Ways, and this is the first fragrance I've added from the house of Nishane. And let's just say I'm excited to add more to my collection because this was love at first sniff. This is a very addictive fragrance, and I believe I purchased this or picked this up at the end of March, beginning of April, and it has been in constant rotation. I love this. But let's get into the notes. Top notes for 100 Silent Ways: tuberose, peach, mandarin. Middle notes: gardenia, jasmine, orris, and base notes: vanilla, sandalwood, and vetiver. All of the notes with the peach, the orris, the sandalwood, the vetiver, and that vanilla help smooth out those white florals, which can be very heady or punchy and sharp. This is not a sharp fragrance. This is not a heady fragrance. This is so smooth and just almost creamy, but there's no lactonic, no delicious. This is delicious. This is delicious. Sexy fragrance. This is so sexy, and I enjoy wearing this. I cannot stop wearing this. It's super addictive. Next on the list, this one, I picked this up in the middle of April, and once I put my nose into this, I could not put it down. I was wearing it every day, and it was just super addictive to me. And that fragrance, and this fragrance that I'm talking about, is Bois de Vanille by Loewe. And this fragrance is stunning, absolutely gorgeous, super addictive, very elegant. It makes me, when I spray it and put it on, I get happy. It has a very uplifting quality to it, and I believe that is what has had me in the chokehold and why I could not, and I still really can't put it down. But let's get into the notes on this fragrance. Top notes: bergamot, cassis buds. Heart notes: solar, rose. Base notes: coconut, vanilla, and amber. This is a beautiful fragrance, one that I absolutely recommend. If you see it, if it's in stock, get it, blind buy it. I don't think you can go wrong with it. It's not super expensive, and this smells so beautiful. Like, you will be addicted. Again, this is Bois de Vanille by Loewe. Now, these two fragrances are fairly new. I picked these up, I believe, a week and a half ago. These are Banana Republic fragrances. I've heard that they are very high quality, and the fragrances selection that they have are top tier. So I wanted to give it a try myself, and I heard Lulu Kalout, used to be Lulu's World. I heard she mentioned that you can find these for heavy discounts at Burlington, and I haven't picked them up before because Banana Republic is pretty far. It's in the mall. I rarely go to the mall. So when she mentioned that you can get them at Burlington and for a cheaper price, because I believe they're like $29.99 at Banana Republic. In Burlington, they're like $17.99. So I was like, okay, well, let's go to Burlington. That isn't that far from me. And let's see if they have any of these fragrances. And I was able to find a few of them, but the ones that I picked up, I'm happy with. We'll get into the first one. So the first one is Banana Republic's Dark Cherry and Amber. And this fragrance is a gorgeous cherry scent. And like everyone has been saying, the Banana Republic fragrances are really nice quality. They are blended well. You don't get a heavy dose of alcohol when you first spray them, and they're super affordable. So let's get into the notes on this. So the top notes are sour cherry and pink freesia. Middle notes: praline and cherry blossom. Base notes: red amber, and cedar. This is a beautiful cherry fragrance. It's a little sweet from the praline, but not overly sweet, with the sour cherry and that cherry blossom. The cherry blossom adds a tad bit of freshness along with that pink freesia, but that sour cherry adds a darkness to it. It's like a dark, deep cherry. And then that cedar helps round it out and really makes it unisex. Now this one, I did end up giving this one to my boyfriend just because I already have a cherry fragrance by Maison Alhambra, and they're similar, but I prefer that one for me. And this is still very sexy, and I really do like this fragrance, but I thought it would be better for him, and it smells so delicious on him. It smells so sexy on him. But yes, I gave this to my boyfriend, but nonetheless, this is still a great unisex fragrance. It's a little bit sweet, and I find sweet fragrances on him just do so well. But this is beautiful, and my boyfriend has been enjoying it. He really likes it. I really like it. This is a good one to pick up. Up next, we have from Banana Republic as well, we have Gardenia and Cardamom. It's a Gardenia fragrance, but it's fresh, like a salty, beachy kind of vibe. I was kind of on the fence about picking this one up because Cardamom I really don't jive with, but this is done really well. I love Gardenia, and with the Cardamom, it really makes this feel very summery, like late spring, early summer, like perfect for hotter weather when you want something refreshing. This is refreshing. The white flora and that cardamom in here. Let's get into the notes, because I haven't looked at what the notes is, because I almost get like a salt or sea type of note. This again gives very beachy, summery, but fresh. Top notes are gardenia, mandarin orange. Middle notes, tuberose, cardamom, jasmine, ylang ylang, magnolia, carnation, rose. Base notes, amber and driftwood. And it makes sense why I'm getting that beachy, fresh vibe from this fragrance, because of the yellow florals in this fragrance. You normally find ylang ylang in a lot of tropical, summery, beachy fragrances. And then the saltiness that I'm getting must be coming from a combination of the cardamom with that driftwood. So driftwood is normally wood that has been in the water, normally the shore or salt water. So that salt water has dried it out. It's in there, so you get that salty, woody scent profile. So the magnolia, I feel like in the gardenia, with all the white florals, is adding that freshness. And I know magnolia, to me, when I smell magnolias, and then gardenia as well, I think a fresh, almost watery type of, like a dewy gardenia, a dewy magnolia. These are like kind of dewy, almost wet. This overall is a really nice fragrance. This one I haven't worn, so I can't speak to the longevity of it. Again, it is fairly new, but this is one that I'm excited to try. It's really warming up and getting hot. This will be perfect for the summer. I'm excited to wear this. And again, this is Gardenia and Cardamom by Banana Republic. Loewe's, and I might butcher this, so don't come for me. Opera in el Teatro Real, I'm not sure, but this is the fragrance. And again, I got this off of the recommendation of a lollipop here on YouTube. And this is a white floral fragrance. I would say people would say this leans a little mature, but this is a white floral, but it's fresh and it gives off fresh, clean, kind of soapy. Notes for this are benzoin, bergamot, spicy notes, and jasmine. It's a little bit mature because of the white floral with the jasmine, and typically white florals, fresh, citrus scents can lean a little mature. But this one reminds me of Caress soap, but in a good way. I like this. This I think would be good for spring, maybe the summer. I think this can get a little heady, in the summer heat, I think this one you have to be careful how many sprays you do. Don't overspray this. Seems pretty potent and can be quite strong if you do too much. But this would be good for when you want to smell fresh and clean, but feminine. What's a blind buy? And honestly, the reason why I'm keeping this is because I typically don't go for fresh white floral scent profiles. But again, like I mentioned, this kind of reminds me of Caress with florals. And this scent profile, honestly, now this may be off-putting to some people, but this reminds me of my grandmother. And I want to keep it simply because of that. It reminds me of my grandma. So there's this nostalgic feeling I get when I smell this. So honestly, I find myself going back to this bottle, not wearing it, but just sniffing the bottle and just being happy. So I'm literally keeping it for that reason alone. But I have to wear it on my skin to see how it plays on my skin and how I feel about wearing it on myself. But I'm not going to get rid of this or return it or declutter it because it makes me happy. Okay, everyone, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed the fragrances that I shared that I recently picked up. If you own any of these fragrances, let me know what you think about them down below in the comment section. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, of course. And I'll see you guys in the next one.